Hi, welcome to Sun Tribe Tarot. My name is Zelda, and this is going to be a general reading for love, money, and family for Cancers. Basically a birthday bonus reading for Cancer signs. Happy birthday to all my Cancers out there. I wish you guys a wonderful new age, lots of luck, lots of prosperity, love, healing, whatever your heart desires. This is mainly for Cancer sun signs, but it can also be for Cancer rising, moon, and Jupiter and Venus signs. Just take it as it resonates for you and leave the rest. There might be different messages for different people. Alright, this is a new spread I'm going to try. Let's see, I will start with love and then move on to money and then on to family. Alright, let's see, Cancer. What energies you're dealing with and what energies will be influencing you moving forward when it comes to your love life and relationships. I hope good things. One more shuffle. Cancer love. Cancer love. Okay, so one more card. Oh, wow. The final card, I got the World, so powerful card. All right, well, I have the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords. This is really how they appear, along with the Knight of Pentacles and the Star card. So I think these are good. So you're definitely coming to a place, if you haven't already, where you will be very logical, clear-minded, and objective. I think you're coming to a new understanding about relationships or your, relationship with a specific person. There's a lot of communication happening, but it's a lot of fast and honest and clear and objective communication. You're trying to remain very diplomatic, objective, but logical at the same time. And you're doing this in order to heal. I think the Star is also about gaining some clarity. It definitely supports the Swords cards here. You could be dealing with an air sign. Doesn't have to be, though. I do have Gemini and Libra. I also have Capricorn here as well in Pisces, in Cancer. Also Taurus. So these are just the energies influencing the reading, but you could be dealing with one of these signs or a combination of, one of them, a couple of them. But it's a lot of healing. It's regaining your optimism. Things might be kind of stagnant, but there is a lot of communication. But besides that, I think there might be some stagnancy. But let me see. Yeah, it's stagnancy. It's about okay. You're wanting to unburden yourself. You're wanting to get rid of some baggage, release yourself from a tiring, exhausting, or stressful, burdensome situation or partnership. But you're having difficulty doing so. Some of you might already have actually released yourself or unburden yourself or put an end to a situation that was just not healthy. And you're really trying to move on from it and heal And as long as you do keep, like, you are clear-minded and objective and reasonable, you're able to heal and find your optimism and hope again, also gaining again new clarity. Um, and there is like you do have this pentacle here that you have something to offer here, but you're not taking it to anybody. You're not going after anybody. You're not putting in the work to chase nobody. If somebody wants this pentacle, what you have to offer, basically, they have to do the work. They have to show that they're interested, that they're invested, that they're loyal, that they're responsible, that they will, they're be present, they're willing to put in the work and be present. So they have to do that, not you, is what I'm getting here. And maybe there's also realization about this. Like, if you know what you have to offer is good, and you're coming from a mature place and a loving place, nurturing place, you don't do the work to, fix the problems between you and a person, or try to convince somebody, or chase somebody, or, not, they have to do the work. I think is some of you are realizing that. And whoever wants, truly wants what you have to offer has to, show it and be real about it. All right, some of you have not moved on yet and are having difficulty moving on, especially emotionally. Hi, I already did do the Scorpio monthly reading for July, by the way, but I will be doing the monthly readings for August towards the end of this month. You can check out the monthly videos in my feed. So, but this will be the bonus for Cancers. But yeah, some of you are having difficulty moving on emotionally, but still need to unburden yourself, still need to release yourself from this unhealthy situation. And maybe you're a little stagnant when it comes to walking away. It's like something emotional is holding you back. You're still tied to this person in some way. Or some of you could also be tied to past issues, past person, and are having difficulty releasing yourself emotionally from whatever happened in the past or from a person in the past. But I think you will do it. You're going to do it because you are in the process of healing, and you're moving to a place where you're very logical and clear-minded. You're going to realize as you move forward that you have many options, I do have the 7 of Cups for you, so you're going to start seeing things, people, or situations that maybe you haven't seen before or didn't realize before. There are new options, new offers, new interests. This doesn't have to be like all different people. It could be other things that, you feel passionate about that you were maybe not able to fully focus on before or didn't realize before. And now, as you release yourself from a lot of burden and stress, you're finally seeing new people, new things. Like, you're having now room for new things or people. And I also have the 9 of Cups for you, along with the Knight of Cups as well in reverse. With the 7 of Cups. So there are options, or there will be options, but I don't think you're going to really be interested in them. You're going to kind of keep to yourself in order to heal and gain your emotional independence. I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty speaking. But the 9 of Cups also is about having a wish. So is the Star. Maybe there is something you truly want from your heart that you're passionate about. And now you're seeing ways to pursue them, make them happen. But I don't think you're like ready to act on them, make a move yet, because the Knight of Cups is in the reverse. You're just now finding yourself, your self-love, your emotional independence, gaining, becoming more emotionally healthy and mature, before you do decide to, make a move or offer love, or, go after pursuing a passion or something like that. So it does seem a little stagnant, but really there is still a lot of work happening here internally for you, emotionally and mentally. A lot of healing and new understanding and independence. I do have the Four of Pentacles along with the Knight of Wands in reverse moving forward. So you're going to want to be in or you already have been in a comfort zone here. Maybe you were clinging on something, someone, or a position, a belief, a partner, a relationship. You were clinging or are clinging on someone or something. And you may not have the will, interest, or passion to release yourself from it. It's like stagnant, not really doing much. And then also with the Knight of Wands in reverse, there's not much action. There might be resentment or anger or frustrations, but there's no action here. I also have the Knight of Cups in reverse, like I showed you. The only Knight in the upright is the Knight of Pentacles, which is pretty stagnant. But I also have the Knight of Swords, so there is communication or a lot of thinking going on, but not a lot of movement. You don't really feel comfortable with change just yet, or with taking action. But look where the universe is guiding you towards. The World card, ending something. It's a colossal change, ending like a whole journey, a whole book, and opening up completely new journey book in your life. Not just a chapter. This is like humongous. Basically, you're learning a lot from what you have been or are currently dealing with when it comes to your love life or relationships here. And you're reaching a dead end. And I think a lot of you are realizing this, and it's perfectly normal to kind of be stagnant, but do a lot of inner work right before the world energy kicks in. So the ending and the change. Because otherwise you're going to keep repeating the same old patterns with old people, old relationships, old beliefs, old baggage. You're going to have to come to a point where you completely release that, but that takes a lot of inner work. Yeah. All right, let me see. Yeah. It starts with the emotional comfort zone, but after the world moment happens, where a situation, partnership, belief, something comes to an end in a major way, and in a permanent way as well. Followed by, I have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, along with the Chariot in reverse as well. So this is about no longer waiting. This is about getting out of your comfort zone, or not feeling emotionally secure in recognizing that. Also, it's about realizing that there's just no success here. There's no forward movement, no victory. You just keep hitting a wall here with this person or situation, and you're gonna have to get out of that. I have the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, tangible things, money, material things could be involved, but I don't see a whole lot of pentacle energy. I do see a lot of swords and cups, so it's a lot of like mental and emotional work being done here again. But this is like losing patience, no longer waiting, or realizing that there were a lot of bad things that happened, maybe holding grudge, or maybe you feel like you wasted your time here, and finally you're cutting somebody off or you're moving away. There's a rejection or somebody feeling abandoned, left out in the cold here. And I think you're the one who's walking away, but keep in mind, it can always be vice versa, so take it as it resonates. Once this happens, where somebody walks away from the other person or rejects them, there is a feeling of insecurity, weakness, and feeling like somebody has been thrown off their high horse. Somebody feels like they're just not in control, they're not winning, they're not getting their way, and it's very insecure, like a lot of insecure energy. And it's also about somebody having difficulty holding themselves back when it comes to their frustrations and insecurities at the same time. Anything else? Yeah, this is stagnant. I have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So after this point, there's gonna be some stagnant energy. Not you may cut them off completely and not communicate with them, or vice versa. And you're gonna keep to yourself. I have the Knight of Cups. So it's an introverted energy. It's where you're keeping to yourself in order to gain better control over your emotions, coming to a healthy place, and also listening to your intuition, tapping into your intuition. And it's a healthy energy. So I think it's necessary here. Yeah, and after that, you're going to be very much, I have the Page of Wands, very much in a adventurous spirit. Like, what else is out there? What do I want to do? What do I want from myself and from life? Or, when it comes to love and relationships, you're going to be more in a free space, free energy here. And this is definitely giving you a lot of wisdom. You're growing, you're maturing, and tapping into your inner guidance, and you're very much objective as well in your analysis when it comes to yourself, the other person, your relationship with this person, or relationships in general. And finally, you arrive at a point where you're King of Wands. So you go from Page of Wands, you grow, mature, and understand certain things that maybe you didn't before, learning, maturing. And then you become the King of Wands, where you're in control of your life, in control of your relationships. There's a lot of empowerment. And also, you're going to come to a point, again, where you're not going to take things too seriously anymore. You're going to have fun, see what's out there, and find your passion once again, whether this is a person or something else that sparks, the fire in you. Interest, passion, excitement, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, that is the love reading for Cancers. Now moving on to money. Let's see. Money, money, money. Alright, let me do a few shuffles. Alright. One more shuffle. Alright. Cancer and money. Material security. Money, Cancer, and money. Okay. So I have the Nine of Cups, the Empress, the Seven of Swords in reverse, along with the Ace of Cups in reverse as well. Emotional independence once again. So it could be that your love life also affects your career or your money or vice versa. Doesn't have to be though. But this is about having a wish, wanting something really bad, feeling very, it's like wanting something from your heart. It's like an emotional wish here. But with the Empress, this is like you have the power to make it happen, or maybe you're already making it happen. It's a very fertile energy and creative at the same time, or nurturing. So, I mean, it could be a creative business, it could be about nurturing, healing, medicine, but it could be about anything. I mean, Venus is usually pretty good with business. And it's prosperous. So whatever you have your heart set on is going to, or already is growing. It's very fertile and has a lot of promise to grow even more and bring you a lot of like fruits. You know, a lot of labor is going to bring a lot of fruits, basically. But at the same time, I have the Seven of Swords in reverse, so this is about taking a look at things in a more clear way, more logically, more reasonably. Maybe you were dealing with a lot of issues or one particular problem. It could have involved a person who was dishonest or was stealing or taking advantage or scheming, you know, doing something that they were not supposed to behind your back. This doesn't have to be a particular person. For some of you it can be, but it can also be where there were situations that was really not fair that you had to deal with when it comes to money. And that might have emotionally drained you and kept you from getting your fulfillment here when it comes to what you really want from life, when it comes to career and money. It might have kept you from starting something or receiving help or growing, you know, and exactly feeling emotionally drained here. But I think now you're coming to a place where you're overcoming it because you're coming off as the Empress. It's a lot of growth. And I also have the Chariot, the Queen of Swords in reverse, both were in reverse. And then I have the Knight of Swords. So the Chariot is a Cancer Cancer card. So you were probably feeling kind of out of your element, not knowing what to do or how to handle a situation, or you hit a dead end or an obstacle, a roadblock that you couldn't figure out or having difficulty figure out how to overcome. Or maybe you experienced some sort of a loss or a disappointment here. Likely dealing with a person though, like a specific individual, or it could be like an institution or something like that, but for some of you it's an individual with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody was very manipulative and sharp-tongued, cold, like bitter, and maybe even egotistic here. And again, there could have been dishonesty, there could have been stealing or scheming or going behind your back or trying to take advantage, or at least they were like draining you and tiring you and keeping you from reaching your full potential here. And I think you're realizing that now that this person is the cause of you not being able to get ahead, because I have the Knight of Swords. And you're going to communicate this if you haven't already. It's also like a really important new understanding, clarity, but it does deal with communication too. And once you realize this, or once you express your realization, your understanding, new perspective, I have the Five of Cups along with the Knight of Wands. Two knights, by the way. So, I have a lot more knights too moving forward. But this is about like cutting your losses. It's probably going to be emotionally difficult, maybe for you, maybe for the person you're dealing with, or maybe for both. But it's disappointing, it's heartbreaking, but it's about like you taking charge and doing what's necessary. And also, there could be some resentment and anger, frustration here. You could also be dealing with somebody who's very impulsive or controlling. But you're cutting your losses. You have to. You're realizing where the roadblock is, or who it is, or the core of the issue, and you're cutting it out. You're solving it. And once you do that, you have the Knight of Cups. So you're gonna have some healing, some help, some self-nurture. Your career, your business, your money situation is going to improve once you cut off whoever or whatever has been keeping you back, whatever was the roadblock or whoever. For some of you, it is a specific person. And also, after that, I have the Four of Pentacles along with the Queen of Cups. So you're definitely stepping out of your comfort zone. You're letting go of somebody or something that you were clinging on or having difficulty letting go of. Maybe you just didn't realize the core of the problem, or maybe it was just difficult to walk away, but now you're basically taking control and releasing yourself in doing things differently. And that is bringing you so much prosperity. It's basically bringing fertility when it comes to money in your life, or when it comes to your career and growth in your career. You're going to be very intuitive, very caring, very nurturing, very loving, especially when it comes to yourself and what you want from life, or what you've been working for, your wish, whatever you want, your passion. It's going to be so fertile. You just have to cut off whoever or whatever has been getting in your way. And you might have to be a little ruthless when it comes to this too. But it's necessary. So yeah, things will improve. All right, now moving on to family reading for Cancers. All right, let's see what are Cancers dealing with and what energies will be influencing them moving forward when it comes to their family situation, their family ties and relationships. More shuffles. Okay. Cancer and family. Oh wow. I got the Chariot in reverse again on 3. On love, money, and family, all of them came up with the Chariot in reverse. Somebody is definitely has you out of your element, Cancer. You're not feeling yourself, or you're just so stressed out. You don't feel secure and comfortable, especially emotionally, but in general as well. Let me see. I saw a card. Okay. Wow. One more card to clarify this. Okay. So I have the Moon, which is Cancer card. But I do have the Chariot in reverse. So maybe you're like up and down, confused, unsure. There again, you could be dealing with somebody who's pretty manipulative, pretty clingy, pretty needy, pretty controlling, especially when it comes to emotions, love, relationships, family ties. They're very manipulative, could also have a big ego, and confusing. They could be dishonest, they could be abusive. um, or just difficult to deal with. They really get to you, or they used to. Because I do have the Seven of Wands as well. Somebody who is just very much an arguer, a fighter, or a drama king or queen. Um, and they're very tiring and confusing. I think they throw off your balance here. But finally, I have the Hangman, which is Pisces energy, is about letting go and looking at things from a different perspective, growing and maturing, leaving things to the universe, to the divine, to deal with it. Also, the Seven of Wands is about you standing up for yourself, Cancer, towards this person. This could also be an individual who's just super cold and not loving, not really expressive when it comes to their emotions or love. And they could actually use this as a way to manipulate their family members or you. And you have enough. You're like, I'm not going to deal with this no more. I'm standing up for myself. You're showing a lot of courage, and looking at things from a different perspective and letting go of this person's situation or wound you have due to this person, family member. You're just not getting any collaboration or cooperation from this person. Hi. I have the Chariot in reverse along with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. So it's just like a dead end. You're talking to a wall when dealing with this person, Cancer. It's just no forward movement, no growth, no fertility, no solving problems. It's just the same thing over and over, and you've had enough, basically. There's no cooperation. This person could try to get third parties involved to, back up their case and stuff like that, and it's not working. And you may feel completely alone when it comes to having to deal with this family issue or person. This is likely a very immature individual you're dealing with, and you feel very alone. You're not getting any help, no cooperation. You can't meet on the same page and solve things. And you're gonna have to really step up, and you might have to walk away from this person, or just again, step up, stand up for yourself. There's a complete new understanding here. You're letting go of a person or a situation in the family. I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse along with the Ace of Wands. So I think the Ace of Wands here is about taking charge, finding your power, finding your courage, and tapping into your inner masculine energy, and doing what's necessary for yourself, for your own health and well-being when dealing with this manipulative, unhealthy person. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this could be a person who's very materialistic, very clingy, very controlling, especially in tangible matters, or they're just they leech off of you in some way. Codependency could be an issue. This person possibly is not good at respecting boundaries or laying and keeping healthy boundaries. And very stubborn individual as well. So, I think you're having a new understanding and wanting to release yourself from this person. Maybe you already have tried this in the past. Because I do have the Hierophant in reverse along with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I think this person cost you, it's like they're draining to you. It could also be where they're costing you some financial security, again, codependent individual. And you may have tried to basically kick them out or leave them out in the cold, reject them, walk away from them, or maybe they try to do this as a way to control you or trigger you, get under your skin, and so on. But there's a sense of wanting to come back in. This happens. You cut them off, they try to come back in, or they walk away and try to manipulate you that way. But like you're coming to a point where like, okay, do what you want. I'm not gonna deal with this no more. I do not feel like I owe you anything. I'm not committing to this, and this is just not fair. I'm gonna do things differently than what I used to do. There's a new way of doing things now, new understanding, and I feel so much more powerful, and I have a lot of courage, and I see things differently and in a much more enlightened way. So I'm cutting this off. I'm cutting the tie, basically. I'm cutting the cord, and doing things differently. Nothing's gonna be done the same way again. So, if this person wants to be in your life, well, they're gonna have to deal with the new you, basically. Because, look, I got the 10 of Wands, so you've been dealing with this person in this situation or behavior pattern for a long time, very unhealthy, and it's tiresome, it's burdensome, and you just can't take it anymore. There's just no growth or forward movement. So it's also about an ending, a completion, and after that is the Ace of Wands, a new beginning. So a new way of dealing with this person, which looks like will be much more effective. Yeah. See, I have injustice here. This person's not playing fair. They're unjust. There's lack of balance, lack of harmony, and you're realizing that. This person could also be very much, I have the Judgment in reverse, so like they hear what they want to hear. They turn it, like they don't look at things realistically. They might ignore certain things. Like they may have this like kind of fantasy land, delusional way of thinking, or again, they're just not listening to you. You're not heard, and so you're having to change the way you deal with person or people in your family like this. And moving forward, finally, I have the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to be at a much more grounded place, grounded way of dealing with this person. And you want something more accountable, responsible, loyal, and consistent and healthy. Something more fair when it comes to your relationships and your family. This is also a new opportunity too for you to, it's like a new material opportunity, a new job, new income, new career, or new commitment, new investment, because I do have the Ace of Wands I keep showing you. Them together can sometimes be a new passion that can bring or promise a lot of money. But again, this is about you taking control and you behaving in a more grounded way, more calm way, and more wise way when it comes to dealing with them and stepping up. Anything else? Yeah, you're gonna be like, look, you're demanding to be independent, by yourself, healthy, and you're demanding equal give and take. This cannot be a one-sided situation. People cannot leech off of you, whether it's money, whether it's your energy, your sanity, your health. They can't do this no more. You are saying no to an unjust situation or person, and demanding what's fair for you. You need to be healthy and by yourself. Independent is what I mean. And that way, you can find some healing. You can find some peace. And again, this could mean like you may need to take a break from this person or walk away, to regain balance. Yeah. And I think that's about it. Yeah, this is an unequal relationship here. It's imbalanced. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and you cannot deal with this, juggle the issues this person brings to the table anymore. or the codependency if that's the issue, and instead you're taking charge and doing what's necessary for yourself. So have a lot of courage, and stand up for yourself. That way, this person is going to have to grow up and deal with their own issues, because you're not going to solve it for them. Yeah, a lot of work. This is a lot of work. 8 of Pentacles. Um, a lot of Pentacle energy. Could be a lot of money issues here, or stability, accountability, and so on. But there's an opportunity, and you're going to act on it, and it's going to be very prosperous. And it's going to help you become independent and more balanced and heal. But yeah, that was the family reading for Cancer. So that concludes the reading for birthday bonus for Cancers. Again, happy birthday. Have a lot of fun. I hope everything goes wonderful for you. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for watching. And if this did resonate with you in any kind of way, please do like the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving. Alright. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.